Hey there, Amers and Rovers, I am Miguel, and today we are visiting the beach town of Mismaloya, also known as La Joya de Mismaloya, the jewel of Mismaloya, here on the outskirts of the Mexican beach destination of Puerto Vallarta along the Pacific coast. Mismaloya is a nice little day trip to do right out of Puerto Vallarta. It takes you something like 10 pesos on a bus that you can take from the downtown, La Zona Romántica, and about 15 to 20 minutes to get here. So perfect if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of Puerto Vallarta and come and enjoy something a little more authentic and old-timey, let's say. It's a very interesting town so far. They have all these different bridges spanning this river here in the back, and you can see all the boats moored here at the mouth of this tiny little bay or inlet that is located right here. It's also the spot of several big hotel chains. You have the Barceló right here, a very popular hotel. But I don't really believe that it's necessary to stay in Mismaloya beach itself. You can easily find accommodation that suits your needs in Puerto Vallarta and then just take a bus here as like a day trip. Just very, very short. You can even just come here for the morning or the afternoon or even the sunset like I am. It's starting to go down. So these are just some of the many activities that you can do here, even including watching the humpback whales out of here. You can get on a speedboat like the ones here in the background, and then just head on to the ocean when they're in season here, when they come down here from Alaska during the winter months, so around November to January or so. Very much worth it. I've been able to see these creatures in Ecuador. It's very worth it to see them jump out with their young and just swim along. They tend to come here to the Bay of Banderas so that they can enjoy the warm water and raise their young, and then they go back north again. And you have sports fishing and all these different beaches that you can visit. So all you have to do is get one of the speedboats and you're out there on the ocean and having great adventures. There's a bit of snorkeling to be done and diving in this area too. So, for example, over here you have Los Arcos. It's barely visible from here. I might catch a little bit of it in a little bit. It's a great place to go sightseeing, but also a great place to dive. I've actually dived there in the past, and I've seen some of the biggest moray eels you've ever seen, and beautiful rock formations, all kinds of sea life, corals. So very much worth it if you're into diving. It's actually pretty quiet right now, very placid. Most people come here during the day, or the earlier part of the day, and they head back towards Puerto Vallarta. You can just hear the roar of the ocean here behind me. This is a very beautiful part of the ocean. Very swimmable, very placid. It helps that it's a bay, keeps it away from, like the force of the Pacific Ocean. I mean, if you imagine it, from China all the way to here, it's just like all that force of water just pushing on the shore. When being here in the sheltered bay, within a greater sheltered bay, really helps make this a very swimmable and placid place to be. The water is very warm, very pleasant for swimming. So can't believe that there's just nobody here at the beach. We're here during the low season, so usually here in the Puerto Vallarta area, travel season starts in October and goes up until April or so. so it's not really. So if you want to come here for the off season, you plan to be here on the summer months when it tends to be a little warmer. But that also makes going up to the ocean that much more refreshing. You know, maybe it's just because I'm not seeing a lot of people because it's the low season, but I just don't see that there's much to do in Mismaloya in particular. For example, right before this we were in Boca de Tomaclan, and you have like trails and like lookout spots. I believe there's a lookout spot up here by the road, so you can see Los Arcos. We might check that out for the sunset, but other than that, it's pretty much the beach. And if you want to do a tour, you take the boats and go out to sea and, you know, snorkel and do whale watching and all these different kinds of things. By way of amenities, I'm seeing a few restaurants and bars by the beach, not much, not many. And so it seems that mostly it's people who are staying here at the hotels who come here and enjoy the beach, or if you've taken the pangas, you know, the speedboats from like another place and ended up here. Very beautiful. Even though it's the dry season, you can see that it's all these palm tree laden hills here in the back. They're so green, so you can just imagine when it's the actual rainy season or right after how green and jungly it actually gets here. So we're gonna walk back up to the road so that we can try to find that lookout spot. I actually saw it when I was coming in on the bus. Hopefully we'll have some good lighting to see the beautiful Arcos out here by the coast. It's a beautiful mural. So hopefully we'll get some nice views of the coast up from that lookout spot. I was actually seeing it right off the road as I was coming in on the bus. Let's go check it out. It's a bit of a walk. You have to go up to the road and just kind of follow it for a little bit. But other than that, just kind of no real way you get lost. It's a pretty easy thing to find. You can spot it on the map. Just look at this incredible, beautiful sunset. So these two islands right here, these two rocks are called Los Arcos, the arches, because they have arches beneath them through which the boats that take the tourists out from Mismaloya can pass under and to the other side. So you can do diving in this site around here. So beautiful. You can see all kinds and manner of seabirds. Unfortunately with this lens it's very hard to notice them, but it's just swarming with seabirds. And I think at the top you can just see the guano stains on the islands. But it's just getting better and better and better, just much more and more beautiful. Just look at this. So that's that for Mismaloya and the beautiful sunset out here by Los Arcos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video tour of some of these beach towns you can see here along the Bay of Banderas, along the Mexican Pacific coast outside of Puerto Vallarta. Really consider exploring Mismaloya, especially if you want to be out a little more out here in nature, have access to this part of the bay to enjoy its beach and get a little feel for that authentic Mexican coastal vibe. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel. It keeps us growing and bringing you amazing travel content from all over the world, beautiful places, stories and experiences. So until our next adventure, adios amigos. Keep on rambling and roving.